Good morning, Poppy Red Mustang. Good morning, Flies on the Coleslaw. Welcome to Furry Feline Monsters of Mass Destruction. Hi, Ann Coons. Ann Coons, I am live this morning because I was thinking of you. You said the other day that, hi, Carrie. Yeah, it's a clickbait title. Now, the other day, Ann left a comment saying that she really missed us. I see. And now I'm saying I've missed. So, my nose is itching, you guys. Puppy Red Mustang, baby. I was hoping, I don't know your schedule, of course. Hi, Down Under with Love. It's not morning for you. Are you crazy? My title is it's clickbait. I was sitting here in 61 degrees this morning. I know, right? It's so great. It's getting on midnight for you, Down Under. I was actually out here in my snuggly robe because it's 61 degrees Fahrenheit here this morning, which feels really good. By noon, it'll probably be 100 degrees. But I was having coffee, cigarette, and was in my bathrobe. And I thought, I know Flies. It is so nice. It's the first time I'd had my bathrobe on. I beg your pardon. It was the first time I'd had my bathrobe on, like sitting outside since probably May or June. And I thought, you know what? Anne says she misses you. You haven't been live since Sunday before last. How about if you change? Flies, you have been 3 months. Get out of here, you little devil cat. Hi, Marie Duffy. Hi, Chatty Jen. It's beautiful there too, Chatty. I know, it's so pleasant, especially after getting heat advisories every day. It's 59 out on in the Pacific Northwest where Carrie is at 5:39 a.m. Well, I got Down Under 3 months. Congratulations, you guys. And thank you. It's raining in Georgia. Carrie Bishop, 3 months. It's a rainy night in Georgia. Oh, I better not do that over here. I can do that on my other channel because we're not monetized, but I don't want to get any copyright claims. Well, I mean, actually, I don't mind copyright claims because they should get their money. 68 in New York. So anyway, I thought, I wonder, hi, Teresa. I thought, people live stream in their bathrobes. I've seen people live streaming. Flies is jelly. I know, honey. It seemed, yeah. Although, people talk about how it didn't used to be this way. Actually, when you get to be my age, you realize that you've lived through years that it actually was this way. This way being like really hot. The summer, hi Kiki Eyes, the summer of 1980 here in my part of the world was so hot that if you were wearing flip-flops, they would like stick to the sidewalk. You could fry an egg on the hood of your car. I remember it well because I was like 7 months and 8 months pregnant. Okay, Teresa, Down Under with Love is happy now because you're here. Down under, does that mean you weren't happy before? So anyway, back to the clickbait title. Hi, Piper. Here I was having cigarette and coffee and wearing, and you're always happy. I am too. This is going to sound weird, but it's true. And I am weird. And that's true too. I'm happy even when I'm not happy. Because when I'm not happy, it's over something specific, and whatever that thing is will eventually pass. So I hang on to the baseline happy. Now, I'm going to get through explaining my clickbait title one way or another, even if that includes me ignoring you guys. There's not much more to it, and it's not really that interesting of a story. But now that I've begun, so here I was having coffee and cigarette in my bathrobe. And I thought, you know what? You have a dental appointment at 2 o'clock. Hi, Annabella's Honeys. And I will probably return from that dental appointment with a mouthful of teeth. I know. I thought about waiting until after my dental appointment to go live with my new teeth. But then I thought, you know, you're going to have to practice speaking, eating, singing. Hi, Crochet. Because you're going to have a prosthetic in your mouth. So going live immediately after getting a mouthful of teeth may not be all that good idea. So back to the robe. For the 5th time, maybe the 6th time, here I was having morning coffee and cigarette in my robe. And I thought, well, with all these different things today, perhaps you should go ahead and go live on Furry Feline Monsters of Mass Destruction so that your members and subscribers and viewers don't think that you just don't love them anymore. But Susan, you're in your bathrobe. And then my next thought was, is it legal for me to live stream wearing my bathrobe? Inquiring minds want to know. Kiki, you started out with toast. I hope you were wearing a bathrobe. So I thought, well, you really can't go live without a little bit of lipstick. So by the time I went inside and took the effort to brush on a little bit of lipstick, I thought, why don't you put on a little jacket hoodie instead of going live in your bathrobe, even if it is legal, which it actually is, at least in Arkansas. Well, flies, it wasn't that. That's not a bathrobe. That's a negligee. That's a robe of a different color, like literally. Elizabeth Lander, you can do just about anything in Arkansas. You have a package you'll be sending me on Friday. Does it include, hi Sandy Gant. Kiki, you're in your pajamas when you got home from the doctor. Sorry guys, morning smoker's cough. YouTube doesn't know the difference. Well, they're robots. Hi, Be the Bean. Be the Bean. Just so you know, because I know that you like funny stuff, the title has absolutely nothing to do with today's programming. As a matter of fact, we actually don't have programming. I'm live because Ann Coons, the crazy little thing, she was missing us. I'm like, y'all, I'm just cutting up. I'm just acting silly. But Be the Bean, I was literally out here in my robe, and I was going through a checklist in my mind of if you're going to go live on Furry Felines, it better be like now. And I haven't even finished my first cup of coffee. Hi, Tammy T. I say first cup of coffee as if there will be a second. There won't be. I only do one cup of coffee. I get pretty wound up on caffeine. You run around in robes all day, so be the bean. The thing is everybody else here already knows it, but I was out here just like I am now, except I had no lipstick and I was in my robe. And I thought, well, if you're going to go live on Furry Felines, you better do it now because you got a full day ahead of you. And so my next thought was, is it legal to live stream wearing a bathrobe? So that became the title. Often the titles, especially on my other channel on Lip Lock No More, the title often, it's like Bob, my boss, came home from work the other day, and I had done a live stream on Lip Lock No More, my other channel. And it was titled, I'm not saying it ain't true, I'm saying I don't believe it. Well, he was at work. Now, how he managed, excuse me, he said, I watched your live. I'm like, you were at work, boss. Plus, you don't watch Lip Lock No More because you live with her. You watched, he goes, yeah, I watched the whole live stream. He says, the only thing is, hi, crazy chicken lady. Tammy, 3 months. I got an update on Mr. Grayson, too. And congratulations, Tammy T, and thank you to all of you for your continued support of the channel. Be the Bean, he's okay. Elizabeth Lander, 3 months. I can't believe we've had him for 3 months. So, hi, Nani Tina. Flies on, honey. Thank you for your $20 super chat. Thank you, Flies. So Be the Bean. Often my titles are whatever thought goes through my head right before I go live, and often they're nonsensical. So that day, the boss said, I watched your whole live. The only thing is I couldn't make any sense of your title. I said, that's because you don't know what I do on that channel. Carrie, honey, you wouldn't believe the support. Well, yeah, you would. The support that we get here from Flies. We get cash apps from Flies. Thank you, Flies. Hi, Eve Hickman, Girly Justice for Summer Wells. How are you today, baby? Elizabeth, you haven't slept much, watching some other channels in a different sector on YouTube? Yeah. I slept I started to say like a baby. I don't know why people say I slept like a baby last night, because you know why? If you've had a baby, how many times did you get up in the night to feed them? The boss doesn't have to get up in the middle of the night to feed me. Hi, Quark. He is okay. He hasn't been to the vet because he didn't show up until, it was after feeding time yesterday evening. But he's around, and after I finish this cigarette, we'll stroll around and see what we can see and who we can see. Yeah, Mr. Grayson, if you didn't see yesterday's video, and I think I made 2 community posts about him. And guys, I don't know if that's, hi West, I don't know if that's considered spamming when you keep putting stuff on your own community wall. May I say right straight up, I don't care. I don't care if there are people out there that go, oh my goodness, Miss Susan on Furry Feline Monsters of Mass Destruction is spamming us with like all get out, posting things on her community wall about Mr. Grayson or whoever I'm posting about. I have viewers who want to know. So, flies, honey, my chat has been, I mod on a channel in a different sector on YouTube. Guys, let me mute for just a moment and get this smoker's cough over with. Give me just a second, babies. I apologize, guys. Morning smoker's cough is not nice. Anyway, um, where was I? Oh, but um, like yesterday morning, I posted the video because right away I realized Mr. Grayson wasn't quite himself because he's just laying by the front door. He's not like all up in it. Oh, let's eat. Oh, it's time to get the victuals, right? Because he's usually the one with the headbutting. You know, when you go to pour the food and some cats and dogs will butt your headbutt your hand while you're dispensing the food. And he's one of those. And he just lay there. Hi, DJ. And I was like, okay, this isn't right. And that's why I grabbed my phone. I wanted to record. Just because you never know. But anyway, I'm trying to tell if that's him or Miss. I'm sorry, I'm watching either Bullywinkel or Mr. Grayson walk out towards the boat. Okay, not much of a limp. So, not much of a limp right now. Okay, so you babies were leaving comments like you do under the video of varying degrees of oh no. I hope Mr. Grayson is okay. I mean, prayer hands and stuff, you know. Well, if you guys are that concerned, I feel like I need to let you know if something changes or if something doesn't. Do we have new members? I didn't see it. I'm sorry. Um, so rather than making more videos, Flies on the Coleslaw, did you gift membership? Flies, thank you and welcome to new members. Flies. Don't make me start crying. We haven't even been on 20 minutes yet. Sandy Gant, honey, your gifted membership will be good for 1 month. And while you're here for that month, and I hope you'll consider renewing on your own afterwards. But the only special thing that members get over here, at least right now, are the custom emojis that you just saw Teresa Nelson and Flies and Nani Tina put up. So use those emojis, honey. So anyway, when you guys are leaving comments that, you know, please let us know, that's when I go to the community wall and like do the picture with thank you, West. There you go, Sandy Gant. That's when I go to the community tab or wall or whatever the heck it's called, and make the post with pictures and texts so that, like throughout yesterday, you guys will know I'm looking for him. I've been looking for him all morning. I can't find him. I have no idea where he was. But when DeBoss got home from work, just in case you guys didn't see the community post, when DeBoss got home from work, he told me that Mr. Grayson and Mr. Big Stuff were in one heck of a fight in the middle of the street when he left for work yesterday morning, which is around 6:30 in the a.m. That was redundant. 6:30 a.m. in the morning. Flies got me all warm and fuzzy. Eve, you got a membership. So, I don't know if there are people out there that get aggravated that I make a lot of update update community posts like that. But you guys want to know, and so I tell you. But anyway, the boss said that they were tied up. Now we know that Mr. Grayson has had his shots and neutered and all of that, and he isn't aggressive. But Mr. Big Stuff, the big orange tabby male that I still haven't managed to catch, he isn't neutered. He's been roaming the community. He comes here to eat. He's been coming for a year now, but the only time I can get anywhere close to him is during morning feeding time. Hi, Sleuth Mom. So I'm going to keep a really, really close eye on Mr. Grayson for the next week or so. There's no swelling, there's no open wound, but there is, of course, always the possibility that there is a tooth or a claw hung up in his hip. So I'll be watching for any abscesses or anything of that nature. But he was here this morning for feeding time, which indicates that he was here all night, which is his routine. And he's here right now. He's on his mat over in front of the catio. So we'll get a look at him. And so I'm not seeing anybody in chat complaining about me making multiple uploads onto the community wall. So, Sleuth Mom, I just wanted you to know, sweetheart, today's title is absolute clickbait. By the way, Sleuth Mom, just in case you ever have wondered, because you have a channel and you do live stream, it is legal to live stream wearing a bathrobe. Although I'm not. Hi, Roberta Squirrel. Yes, he was Tomcat fighting. Hi, Victoria. But the thing is he's still... Did somebody give memberships again? Why, if you are, why isn't it showing up? You guys. Okay, well, we've been on here almost 30 minutes. I think I've brought you up to speed about the clickbait title, and no, I'm not wearing a bathrobe. I was wearing a bathrobe when I made the title. Now I'm wearing a zip-up hoodie over my night dress. I am still wearing my night dress. The kitty cats don't care, and the boss is at work. So, but he's probably on a forklift watching this. Hi, the boss. Everybody say hi to the boss. Honey, boss, if you're watching, you can see that I'm not working. I'm sitting on the carport drinking coffee and smoking a cigarette. Hey, boss. And I hope that some of the guys at his work are also watching so that they can see us going, nah, 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 nah. You're at work and we're not. I don't know how he gets away with that. I guess if you're the boss, you can watch YouTube while you're on the clock. Sometimes I wonder, doo-dah, doo-dah. Down Under with Love. Is that a reference to Blazing Saddles? If it's not, let me know. I'm waiting for Down Under with Love. Okay. Dock that boss a day's pay for sleeping on the job. Camptown Racers, that's right. We're not going to say the rest of the line because that movie is not politically correct. Sweet Tea, thank you for your 1999 super sticker. You guys, I have that movie. I had it. Okay, most of you won't know what this is. VHS tape. Hi to boss. You got a membership? Did everybody get a membership? Anyway, I had Blazing Saddles on VHS, on DVD. I now have it on Blu-ray. I love Mel Brooks movies. I have high anxiety. I don't have high anxiety. I have the movie high anxiety. It's anxiety whenever you're around. I love Mel Brooks movies. Now, enough about me. Carrie, you still have 2 VCRs that work? I finally got rid of the VCRs. I think I took them to a pawn shop, not to pawn them. I've never pawned anything, but I think I took them to a pawn shop like 20 years ago or something. And I said to the guy, I don't want to pawn these. I just want to be rid of them. I think he took them out of pity. I was like, if you can sell them, you can keep the money. I don't care. You want a new VCR, you have old movies. Baby, they're on magnetic tape. If you haven't stored them in a hermetically sealed mayonnaise jar on Funk and Wagnall's front porch since noon day before yesterday, they'll probably fall apart when you put them into the VCR. Listen, I'm so old, I thought I was really styling having Blu-ray. Then my oldest son sent me a message a couple of years ago, like 3 years ago. He texted me because I have a cell phone. I could do that. He texted me and he said, Mom, most people stream these days. Honest truth, my response to his text was, what is streaming? Yeah. Now I can do it in my bathrobe if I want to because it's legal. Y'all, my coffee. I'm going to try not to put my finger over the lens. Got to go heat up my coffee. These are the eyes of a woman who's only been out of bed for an hour. They're not like swollen because I'm not sick. Although I did mow, but it's not sinusy. It's just kind of sinusy. But I'm going to flip the lens. Hang on. See where the mower's sitting? Right there? That's where I stopped. I mowed all of the backyard, all of the side yard, all of the front yard. So today, I have to mow all of that. All of it. I have to mow all of that. I have to mow all of this. I love it. And you know what? I'm looking forward to it, you guys. I love to mow. I love to mow. Okay. Before we go in to heat up my coffee, let's walk out here. I want to see if this is... Okay, that's Bullywinkel. Here's Mr. Grayson. Everybody's been really worried about you. Now, guys, the camera work is going to be even funkier than normal because I don't have you on the tripod. I'm literally holding the phone just in my hand, and I have to hold it in a rather precarious fashion to keep my fingers off of the lens. Mr. Grayson, everybody was worried about you yesterday, buddy, including me. You had me worried all day long. It was almost 100 degrees. I didn't know where you were. You wouldn't answer me. So I figured you spent the whole day, you little green-eyed monster, without any water, and I didn't like that idea. But guys, he's walking okay. He has a very slight limp, and I'm pretty sure he was just kind of a little bit worse for the wear and tear, because as I was saying, the boss told me he literally had to break the fight up. So he said fur was flying. So I was trying to get a better look here. Yeah. Walk for us, Mr. Grayson. Okay. Yeah, we got a limp. And guys, I know it's not Halloween. That's just an extra mat that I had. Okay, he's trying to, okay, he can't scratch with it. He was trying to scratch his ear, and he couldn't quite, okay. Try. So guys, I'm thinking, I know Quark, isn't he? Okay, now he's scratching with it. Okay, he managed to scratch. Trying to get it. Okay, he's got just a little bit. It's the left hind leg, you guys. Okay. All right, we'll keep a close eye, but I think Mr. Grayson is okay. Yes, flies, that is so much better. In case you guys noticed these, little old man had an accident on his bed. SL, thank you for the $10 super sticker. Or is that one of the thank you things, honey? I see a heart. Thank you so much. But this is the scratching mat. I don't remember. One of you lovelies sent this scratching mat. I had it, and see, you can see this. Okay, it was like this. Okay. And he had an accident. So the reason that's laying out here is when we finish the live, I've already pre-treated it with, what's it called? Resolve Ultra Pet Stain and Odor Remover. Hi, Crime Creepy. So that's it. Look, babies, it looks worse than it was. Okay, a lot of that is moisture from the pre-treating. What I'm going to do is hose them down out here on the driveway, and yeah, he hadn't had an accident in his bed for quite some time. So I don't. Oh, guys, it's kind of hard to warm up. Let me flip the lens back around. Kind of hard to warm up your coffee if you don't take the coffee with you. Just saying. You can put that on a 3x5 index card and keep it for future reference so that you will always remember words from an extremely wise, crazy old cat lady. It's difficult to warm up your coffee if you leave it sitting outside. No. Okay, hang on. I can't flip the lens because I have the coffee in my hand. But we'll walk back in there and say hi to the babies in there. I'm looking at the wrong side for the lens again. Julie Newmar. I don't know why they always want to come so close. It's like, I want people to see you, and when you come that close, they can't see you. Julie Newmar, Deuce McKenzie. Say hi to everybody. Guys, I haven't swept the floor. I haven't done any housework at all this morning. I mean, it's literally like 8:15 here. It's like I was saying when we began, I knew that if I didn't go live now, yeah, Sweet Tea, tall girl. Sweet Tea, honey, I think you know. I think you were here when I told the reason DeBoss called her Julie Newmar, the actress Julie Newmar. And I said, why do you want to call her Julie Newmar? And he said, because of those long legs. Her legs aren't really any longer than any other. It's an optical illusion because of her markings. Makes her look like her hind legs are like really super long. But let's see. All righty. Dewey? What do you mean, huh? Dewey, we haven't been live on Furry Felines in like 9 days. And I think our members and our subscribers and viewers were beginning to wonder if we may have abandoned them. So Mommy decided to go live on YouTube this morning while she was still in her bathrobe. I haven't even brushed my teeth yet. Have you, Dewey? Dastardly Doolittle. You guys know that's our Sergeant at Arms. Dastardly Doolittle on patrol. He always makes sure everything is cool. And he's our only tuxedo kitty rescue. Tres Amigos to your left, licking the head of his litter mate, Deuce McKenzie. You can see he doesn't like it. SL, welcome to Angel Cats. Thank you for becoming a member. Guys, I know I repeat myself on here a lot on the live streams, but you never know when somebody new will watch and they don't know. Trey Amigos, all the way to the left. Deuce McKenzie, who's just rolled over on his back, in the middle there, and Julie Newmar over to the right. They are litter mates. Our only long hair rescue, Baby Dumpling. We call him 55-mile-an-hour Kitty a lot because the day he came to live with us, he took a 55-mile-an-hour ride under the hood of my car without me realizing he was there. Willow Wisp, who is enjoying some of the kitty cat rugs that were made and sent to us by Still and Leather, was rescued from a drug house. Meth. So, some more kitty cat rugs they love the kitty cat rugs. And Julie Newmar's box with almost all the toys in it. Okay, so I know that's stuff you guys have all seen before. Okay, now, look. Flies. DeBoss put the steps on so that I could start trying to figure out how we're going to configure them. As you can tell, because they're laying on the floor, they're not on the wall yet. And guys, I haven't vacuumed or anything, so you're going to see cat fur and different things on the carpet. If you're new, that is not how things are ordinarily around here. I don't want anybody new to go, well, goodness, look how nasty her carpet is. It's morning and I haven't done housework yet. Anyway, Teresa, honey, this is a set of 3 that you were here for the opening. So now I want to figure out with the set of steps that Teresa sent, how these can be configured on my office wall for Utah to be able to go up. Sorry for the sloppy camera work, you guys. Okay, let's see. I think we said hi to everybody in here. All right, guys, let me put you on tripod. And by the way, hi, I'm Susan, and welcome to Furry Feline Monsters of Mass Destruction. We're footloose and fancy free around here, as you can see. No fancy bells or whistles, no fancy intros, no fancy outros. Just one crazy old cat lady and her husband, Bob, that we call the boss here on the channel, who inadvertently, a number of years ago, without ever having planned to do so, became cat rescuers due to the irresponsibility and neglect of others. My husband and I are both extremely fond of all living things. And the good Lord above chose to put us in a situation, a set of circumstances, if you will, and granted us stewardship of some of his creatures. So that's why we're here. We're not, we're just grassroots, organic. Like I said, it's me and him and our house. This is where we live. This is who we are. This is what we do. My man gets up every morning and goes to work at the local Ace Hardware store, where he is the manager over the window and door warehouse. I'm retired and get my Social Security check the fourth Wednesday of every month. Not disability. I'm not disabled. I'm just old. And as time went on, people began to realize, or they would hear through the grapevine in our small community, oh, hey, if you dump a kitten off over there at the brewer's house, they'll make sure it gets taken care of. At this point, we are feeding, taking care of, making sure that they have everything they need with the help and support of our viewers and subs now and our members. For 8, 12, okay, every single day, day in and day out, 18 cats. From time to time, as many as 22, depending on how many of the community, what they used to call them stray cats. We used to, when I was young, we just called them strays or alley cats. But nowadays they tell me that the proper term is community cat. What I have found is that the cats don't even know that they're cats. So they don't care if I call them strays. They only care if I call them late for supper. But that's why we're here, just in case anybody's wondering. And there just happen to be strangers out there in the world who care enough to help us. Little old man. Thank you, crazy chicken lady. Little old man. Okay, let me turn his fan off. I don't like to leave his fan off very long when the sun's coming in because I don't like for him to get warm. Guys, we got to have the tripod. Hang on. Like I said, no fancy bells and whistles, footloose and fancy free. We'll look at Ninja Kittens. Yeah, the Ninja Kittens are here, but I want to follow through with where we were. No. You guys get to be featured in a minute, and I still have my shoes on. Okay, give me a second here, guys. Everybody's like, oh my word. We usually start out on the tripod. Voila. Lord mercy. Okay. Where's my coffee? Where'd y'all leave my coffee? And why do I still have my shoes on? I don't wear shoes in the house. Why do I feel like I'm not awake yet? Why am I wondering if it's legal to live stream wearing a bathrobe? Down under with love. I like my coffee like my daddy liked his women. Hot, sweet, and blonde. By the way, my daddy only had one woman, my mama. She was hot, sweet, and blonde. I looked just like her. Just so you know. Guys, my dentist appointment is at 2:00. Marilyn at my dentist's office when I went in for the fitting last week, remember? And she said, Miss Susan, I don't want to make an appointment and then you be disappointed that your teeth aren't ready. She said, how about if I just call you? She called me yesterday afternoon and said, you want to come in at 2:00 tomorrow? Now, back to little old man. Well, I can hardly wait to smile at you guys without doing this. It has become a habit to do this when I smile. Now I have to break the habit. All right, now let's take a look at little old man so I can get his fan turned back on because it is a little, what is the temperature back here? Well, it's not too bad. It's 73 degrees. He's good. So, hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Little man. Everybody that loves you is wanting to see you. Oops. Almost knocked you guys out of the tripod. Babies, the way the camera is angled right now, or the phone, I cannot see your chat. Okay, what is this? Okay. Little man. Hey, buddy. Guys, I don't know how well you can see. I know this lighting is not good, but the swelling in his ankles is still down. He's missing fur there because he licks his ankle in a soothing manner, you know. And babies, there's nothing new to report with little old man. It'd been so long, he had not had a pee-pee accident on these beds. And since we got his claws clipped, and there was no snagging of, of the nap on the bed that's laying out there that I need to wash. So I think he just couldn't get to the litter box fast enough. But that's the first accident he's had in a long time. Well, you guys, I'm kind of checking him out while you guys are here. His fur is getting really thin in a lot of places. We love you, little old man. You act like you don't feel very good, buddy. But guys, as you can see, he did have he's eating great. He's eating 2 cans of food a day that are mixed with a palm full of dry cat food. He gets 10 greenies every night after his bath. I've just refilled his water. He's drinking plenty of water. And like I told you guys before, there may be folks out there who would say, babies, it's going to sound harsh in a manner that I don't usually use harsh phraseology. I'm fully aware there are people out there that would say, why don't you just go ahead and put him down? He's suffering. No, he's not. I know him. I'm sorry I'm sounding defensive. I apologize. I know little old man. And he's not suffering. He's happy. He's got the best life he's ever had. He suffered his whole life till he came here. Now he lives like a king. And he will continue to live as a king until the day vet says it's the day. And that's the bottom line on that one. And there will be no more discussion about it. So let me turn his fan back on. Babies, if the morning comes, and it will, I know it will, the morning or the evening or the middle of the day, that I come back here to check on my little old man, and he has that look. Now, if you're a cat lover or owner or rescuer, you know what I mean when I say that look. That will be the day. But he hasn't given me that look. And until he does. Anyways, you can see we're doing great on litter thanks to Cotton Candy Boobs, who last week sent 4 huge containers. We're down to 133 pound, I think it's a 30-pound bag of outdoor food, but I had a message. I'm pretty sure it was from Alwyn Flo. Hi, Susan Bezio. Please, yeah, Quark, you know the look, baby. Yeah, I'm trying not to cry. I'm sorry, because just thinking about it makes me upset. I'm pretty sure it was Alwyn Flo that left, hi, Sweet Tea, a comment yesterday that there's dry cat food on the way. But anyway, I'm sorry, I got emotional. We have one unopened 30-pound bag of Meow Mix for the outdoor cats, as well as a substantial amount still in the container. But I have opened the last bag of indoor cat food. I have found that if we can get the indoor cat food that reduces hairballs, but see, it's not like we're out of indoor cat food. That's the indoor cat food right there. But I found, you guys, that if I get the if we get the cat food that reduces hairballs for the indoor kitties, it's great. But please don't feel limited to that. Please feel free to buy if you're able, and please don't if it will put you in any hardship whatsoever. Take care of you and yours first. Please, always. But we could use some indoor dry cat food. Now, in the And guys, these are little old man's bathing things, that his bathing rags. We're doing great. Thanks to Patty Barnett and Cotton Candy Boobs and Flies. Well, all of you. Thanks to all of you. We are doing great. These are 2 unopened cases, 40 cans each. This is little old man's, getting a little bit low on little old man's Friskies. But as you can see, there's still 2 unopened cases down here. We still have some of the 9 Lives and 3 containers of Temptations. This one is Greenies. The one with green is Greenies. We've got plenty of Greenies. So if anybody is interested in sending Temptations cat treats of any flavor, they love them all, but catnip is their favorite, or dry cat food for indoor or outdoor, that would be really cool. But like I said, please don't, if it will in any way negatively impact your welfare. You take care of you first. Now, before we say goodbye, and we've been on here more than an hour already, we are going to venture into the Ninja Kittens, who are no longer kittens. They're over a year old. Will crazy old cat lady Susan ever stop calling them kittens? No. Why? Because I was there the day that the boss laid in the ditch, in the rain, saving them from the storm drain, taking them one by one, placing them into the cat carrier that we had taken across the street to put them in as they were being rescued, waving the red flashing lantern to keep people from running over their mommy while we were rescuing them, in the rain, from a storm drain, with people driving 40 and 45 miles an hour, zooming both ways, with an old man laying in a ditch, an old woman waving a red flashing lantern, and not one single person stopped to even ask, is there something wrong? So they will always be kittens to me. Now, it's a disaster area in there. So, what are you doing? Julie Newmar, are you ready for your close-up? May we have a close-up? Oh, golly. I love them so much. Yeah, CK, honey, I've been, I think it was, oh, she just grabbed my, let go, please. I think it was my friend Roberta's World. Babies, I'm getting, oh, yes, Roberta, it was you. She's marked like a purebred snowshoe. And there's no way she could be a purebred snowshoe. Her mommy looked like Pretty Patty Patches, who's on her chair. Let me see if we can get a shot of Pretty Patty. Okay, There's Pretty Patty Patches. The mama was this kind of cat. So how could Julie Newmar? I don't know. SL, it was, as I was saying, honey, Roberta's World is saying in chat, look it up, you guys. It was Roberta's World that informed me about the snowshoe kitties and sent me some information. And then I did a little research. And guys, if you Google snowshoe cat, you're pretty much going to get a picture that looks just like that when the images come up. I just heard something that sounded like rolling thunder in the Ninja Kitten room. Maybe I better get another drink of coffee before we go in there. And then we're going to say goodbye after that. I'm trying to imagine what it could have been. It wasn't a crash. It wasn't a thud. It sounded like rolling thunder. Carrie Bishop, please cue the dramatic music. Dum, dum, dum. Dum, dum, dum. Dum, 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 dum. Dum, 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 dum. Oh, it was a cat tree. What? How did you knock over your... Yes, sweet tea. It's Jaw. How did she... Hang on. Guys, I'm not kidding. It's an absolute disaster in here. What are you... Don't you knock it over. Don't knock it over. Don't you knock it up. Oh, my word. What are you doing? What? Oh, my goodness. What is this all about? Oh, my word. Oh, my. Welcome to my world. Won't you come on in? Kitty cats, I guess. Knock things over now and then. When we saved these cats, we didn't know I would make up words to songs to put on a show. So welcome to my world. It gets crazy in this room, 'cause these four kitties have two speeds, that's off and zoom. But I love them so, I guess I'll let them stay. 'Cause after all, I guess I'll let them stay. I'm making up the words as I go along. Give me a break. 'Cause after all, Julie Newmar's tall. And kitty cats can sway. Guys, I love you so much. So do the kittens. Mm-hmm. 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 Red color, summer. Blue color, Utah. Green color, Wells. Orange color, Lady Opal Moon. So guys, that's it. Hi, Cheryl Mahaffey, and they have zero remorse. They could not possibly care less. They treat me as if I am their slave. I am. I'm their slave. Flies on the Coleslaw just sent me a photograph. You can see where they've torn they're tearing up my doors. You guys already know I have to keep my wardrobe in 2 milk crates, because if I open those doors to my closet, which I'm going to have to do to get out winter clothes eventually. So guys, it's always hard to say goodbye. I'm never exactly sure how to do it, and that's why I have a little bit of a closing routine that I go through with you. Kind of helps me wind it down, and it lets me say something that to me is very important. And it would make me feel so good to know that what I close with here, that the words will hold importance in your heart. Not where I'm concerned, or the kitties here, or the boss, but for each and every one of you as an individual living and breathing on this planet. Because if you take my closing to heart, it will work. You have my promise on the following. please be kind one to another. It doesn't cost you one thin dime, and it will not hurt you one single bit. And there is a really good book out there that gives you the promise that your kindness will return to you tenfold. I promise you that it will come back to you when you very least expect it, but when you need it the very, very most. Please remember to spay and neuter your fur babies. Take them for their annual checkups. Get their shots. Look out for them. They need us now more than ever. Please be kind to wildlife. We are not encroaching on their habitat. They are encroaching. They are not encroaching on our habitat. I'm sorry, guys. We're encroaching on theirs. They were here first. All right, now, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here because I'm getting tired and I've got stuff to do. I love you all so much. Thank you for super stickers, super chats, the thanks button beneath the video that was used. Welcome to all the new members. We're so glad you're here. Now this tired old lady has got to take a brief rest. All right. Get out and go do something good with your day. I love you guys. And as always, what's new, pussycats? Oh, oh,